YouTube family. Okay, so I'm actually filming while I'm driving right now because I am trying to get us all packed up and ready to go to California. So it kind of stinks because we're actually going to be out of town during the election. And so I'm driving into town right now. I'm gonna go vote early. It's so crazy to think that by the time that this is out, we're gonna know who the next president is. Wild. So today I'm tying up all of our loose ends and getting ready to travel to California tomorrow. It is the first time in like 3 or 4 years that we have all gone to California together. Anyway, I'm really excited to see kind of like how thrift stores and stuff are over there. The thing that's interesting about the West Coast is that a lot of it is newer than it is over here. There's a lot older antiques in the Midwest and East than there is in the coast. I think it's a lot more like vintage type stuff. So I'm really interested to see what they have at the thrift stores there. And also, we are surprising the girls by taking them to Disneyland. Josh has wanted to do this for so long. I have just been avoiding it because I know it's going to cost an arm and a leg, but they are kind of at the perfect ages to go. They're 8, 6, 3, and like obviously we've got a newborn, but she's free, so that's good. Anyway, y'all, that's enough of an introduction. Let's go ahead and get started with our travels. Y'all, I have to admit, we really lucked out on our flight. The girls did so well. We did bring some movies and books and coloring and all that kind of stuff, but we traveled with kids where it's been awful. And let me tell you, this time it was absolute perfection. The kids did so great, but man, we were exhausted. Good morning, y'all. We made it to California. I honestly didn't even want to take footage yesterday because it was so exhausting. We had to wake up at 3:30 in the morning in order to make it on our flight, and we were like absolute zombies all day long. I'm in the room that we're staying in. Obviously, we've got an unmade bed, suitcases everywhere. If you know, you know. If you've ever packed for 6 people and you're all staying in one room, it just looks like this. It doesn't matter how organized you are. Anyway, for those of you who are not familiar, Josh actually grew up here in Southern California. He's from a town called Temecula, which is like kind of like wine country. A lot of like kind of like deserty areas and mountains and palm trees and all that kind of stuff. We are staying with a couple of really good friends. If you hear kid noises, it's because there's a million kids here. We've got our 4 girls, and then they also have twin 3-year-olds. So we have 3 3-year-olds in the house, and it's just madness, but so cute and so fun, and we love seeing our friends. It's funny because I was about to start filming this morning and I was like, gosh, this is gonna be weird, you know, filming in somebody else's house. In my mind, I was assuming that they would be thinking like, oh, this is weird, but then I forget that literally Nick, our friend that we're staying with, he was one of the people who encouraged me to start a YouTube because he himself is like a super successful YouTuber. He has like 250,000 subscribers and he teaches people how to do piano. So I'll link his information below if you guys are interested in learning to play piano, or if you've got kids that are learning or anything like that. Anyway, y'all, I was just about to get ready for the day because my skin is in the struggle. I don't know what it is about traveling that makes my skin like literally turn to paper. Ugh, I just feel like my skin gets so like dry and cracked and just like looking rough. And so I'm gonna use some of this U Beauty resurfacing flash peel to try to give myself like a little mini facial so that I can actually feel like myself again. So this resurfacing flash peel is actually the follow-up to their award-winning hero product, which was called the resurfacing compound. You guys, doing this without a tripod. We're getting real fancy over here. So here it is. It's a clinical grade chemical exfoliator that gives you like professional level results at home. So in this single step, it visibly resurfaces, restores, and renews your skin. It gives you both instant and long-term results. The nice thing about it too is that it doesn't disrupt like your moisture barrier on your face. And that's like where I've really been struggling, is just feeling like my skin is so dry. Oh my gosh, traveling kills it. Okay, so I'm gonna let this sit for, gosh, I don't know. I've been doing like 20 minutes, but I love it because it makes my face just look like brighter and lighter. It makes my pores look smaller. Like I literally feel like I just look so much better after I use this. Like I look alive. It says that you only need to use it for 5 to 10 minutes, but I usually use it for about 20, and you only need to use it for like once a week in order to see results. U Beauty is a science-backed brand, and like what kind of sets them apart from other brands that are like this is they have this unique technology called siren capsule technology. So they've got this flash peel, and then afterwards I love to use this super hydrator on top of it. It makes my skin feel so good, and it works so nicely underneath makeup. Each of their products is clinically tested. I guess that siren capsule technology is the reason why their results are so visible and long lasting. I want to say thanks to U Beauty for being the sponsor of today's video. Y'all hooked me up and saved me, and you guys can, yeah, you can come in here with me. You guys can use this QR code or the link below to get 20% off of your first order. That includes the new resurfacing flash peel if you use my code KH20 at checkout. All right, y'all. Well, we are going to surprise the girls by taking them to Disneyland for the first time. And then after this, I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys to downtown Temecula, maybe look at some of the cute shops, see if we can go thrifting, see how the options are over here on the Gold Coast.
Today, we are gonna go to Disneyland. We're going to Mickey Mouse's house.
Oh.
That sound fun?
Yeah, can I see Minnie out there?
Minnie and Mickey and Goofy and maybe even Elsa.
What?
Elsa's not going to be there.
She might be there.
You're
We'll
going
see.
to actually
If you saw
get
Elsa, would you want to meet her?
Elsa. Can I see Minnie? Of course.
All right, and we have special shirts for you guys and everything. Special Disneyland shirts.
Where are we?
We're at Disneyland.
Who's on our shirts? Donald? The
Donald.
Don.
Can we go on the rocket ships?
Yeah.
Yay.
It's huge.
It's humongous. Okay, Mom, it's a video.
Doing a video? What do you want to do for the video? Say
Happy Valentine's!
Happy Valentine's.
Where, Mom, where are we at?
Where are we right now?
Disney World.
Not Disney World, Disneyland.
Disneyland!
I'm doing a video.
Ada, it's not working, baby. This is way too tight.
Where'd you get that? Where'd you get it?
I don't know.
At least they both want
Got it at Disneyland. Who is that?
Minnie Mouse.
Okay, so we're in Old Town Temecula. It's super cute. There's lots of like little antique stores and stuff. So we're gonna head to this one. cute.
And dolls. Come over here. I think we have one of these.
What do we have?
I think we have one of these.
Oh, yeah, we do have something like that, don't we?
Yeah.
Those are really pretty.
Ones I have.
Which ones do you love?
These ones.
Yeah.
Daddy in it.
Cute.
It's so nice.
It really is
I
nice.
think it's not real.
It's brass.
Look, my stove. It's not real, that's salt.
It's not real life salt. This is like the one that we have in our kitchen.
Yeah.
It's $32.
This is $6.
Just for that little guy?
Yeah.
This is pretty. Stool. $54.
Look over here.
How's your tush feel?
Soft.
These
But I just don't.
are cute for like Christmas. I always like the brass horns.
Mom, look. It might be her birthday.
Yeah, for Christmas.
Yeah.
Look at this huge tapestry on the wall. Sounds so pretty.
Mom, look how these. Mom, look how these. These are so tiny.
They're so cute. What is that?
A kitty.
It's a skit. You're crazy. What do you think this thing is? It's like a crank on it. Let's see.
Where do you
Dutch
find
wall mount coffee grinder. Oh, it's a coffee grinder. I think that's an ice cream maker.
it? Looks
Pretty
weird.
cool.
Maybe what cats look like whenever they were in the old movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, like Cameron's faces. Oh my gosh, is that?
Yeah, back there.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Get some giant rings for those giant hands.
Daddy.
My assessment is that the antique stores are like really not too bad. I would say they're definitely a little bit more vintage than they are antique. But I mean, even some of their book collections and stuff are pretty legit. We're noticing a lot of like Native American stuff here, which is really cool. We don't have as much of that stuff where we are. But yeah, look at all these copper pots up here. Yeah, that's cool. Looks like they've got like a lot of like military stuff around here too. Yeah? Uh-huh.
I found this really pretty stool.
Let's go look. Cute. What are they?
They're clip earrings, but they're so complicated.
They're so complicated. That's funny. Some pretty like transfer wire over here. Oh, this is ironstone.
Don't break it, Mama.
I know, I'm being very gentle. Look at that. Ooh, on sale for $36.
Old masons.
Those are called ball mason jar. Ball perfect mason. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
I always thought wooden fruit was really cool.
This is $5. $5 for this.
The tiniest drink of water in the whole world.
It's literally the size of that.
This is gonna sound weird, but I'm actually like obsessed with these floors. I love them so much. Aren't they cute?
Yeah, they're just
Beautiful.
adorable.
I've wanted one of these for a long time. I just don't know if I want to spend $32 on it. It's a match holder. I don't like that it's painted either. I would want it to be all black. I've also been looking for bells like this for a really long time, but I don't know why. The brass doesn't quite look right and the leather doesn't quite look real. And it is $32. So I've kind of been thinking about it, but I'll probably pass. I like the glaze on this, I was saying.
Yeah, it is pretty. Is that a gravy pour?
Is this a gravy boat? Let's see. Flow blue onion pattern something. I can't say.
Oh, peace.
Mm-hmm. All All right, everybody. Well, I was actually fairly impressed with this antique store. They had a lot of beautiful pottery, particularly a lot of this flow blue pattern. This silver also really caught my eye, but you guys know how I'm always attracted to whites and blues. I actually almost bought this plate right here. It was on sale for $9.50. Let me see. I can't remember what it was before. It was originally $20, and so I really considered getting it, but to be honest with you, I just was really not in the mood to spend a lot of money. Plus, we didn't have very much room in our suitcases to be able to bring anything back to Nebraska. And so I was mostly just admiring, and it was so interesting being able to see some of these really old antiques. What I have heard from others is that the reason why there's not very many antiques on the West Coast is because it was like the last area of the country where people settled. And so as they were on their way across the Great Plains before they made it over to the West Coast, they would just start unloading their valuables in order to make their carts lighter because the trip was so long. Anyway, I was really impressed with what they had here though. I was particularly intrigued by the amount of like Asian pottery that they had and like hand painted stuff. These pieces right here, these were my very favorite pieces that I found in the entire store. I don't know where this collector found these, but just as a compilation all there together, they were so beautiful. I love all of the markings of the earthenware and the colors. It was just, I took my time going over these because I was so obsessed with them. And then of course I found a bunch of transferware here, these like little ironstone pieces. A lot of this Liberty Blue collection, which is another one that I like. I've got a different one at my house, but I've always liked Liberty Blue. I also loved this butter dish. It was like a really thick ironstone. You guys can see this crazing on the bottom. I just love that and how it really shows the age. I also was really intrigued, y'all, I'm so sorry. I'm always in blue and whites, but I love this little reed diffuser. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? Just the colors of it are absolutely perfect. And that brass head I thought was gorgeous. I also thought this little stein was cool, but y'all, I have no need for a stein in my life, especially for 50 bucks. I did really like this brown transferware. It reminded me of Sarah and how she was collecting that when she came into town to visit. And you guys, I am always a fan of a leather fossil bag. This one was really cool, but dang, they had it listed for $100. I also have been trying to keep my eye out for some silverware. We have some in our home, but we do not have enough for our family. So we find ourselves washing it over and over and over, trying to make sure that we have enough for the family. I also thought that these antiques over here were really interesting. These like metal, these iron irons. And again, I'm drawn over here to the blue and white. I love like kind of Native American type things too. There's this little saddle blanket, and I thought that this was really beautiful as well. And then of course it would not be California if there wasn't an entire Disney section. So you guys can see here they have like all of these old little Mickey Mouses and stuff. This is like the stuff my nightmares are made out of, but I know that a lot of people really love it. Okay, so the antique store here, first of all, is super cute. This whole area is absolutely adorable. I'm noticing a lot of like 70s like vintage glassware and stuff, tons of like 70s and 60s influence. Yeah, a lot of like kind of like old lady style stuff. I know it sounds silly, like I love antiques, but I feel like I'm not like super old lady. But yeah, they've got some really cute stuff. It's a really beautiful town. We've really enjoyed our time here so far. So we're gonna keep moving on, get a little bit of lunch. Before we ate lunch, we did decide to explore around a little bit. My friend Lily was telling me that this olive oil store was super cute, so I wanted to pop in and take a look inside, and she was right. It was absolutely adorable. Temecula is wine country, so there's all kinds of like, you know, oil and vinegar and wine and all these beautiful things that are made out of the grapes and olives that are grown nearby. Next door to it was this thing, I think it was called a painted garden, and it was really wild. It's cool to see how you can have somebody put a million things together that you would never buy, and somehow it all looks really cool together. I will say that it was really beautiful, but then there was kind of some like weird spiritual elements of it, so we honestly didn't spend too much time here. And after this, we went to one of our favorite little restaurants called Don Pancho's in Murrieta, where I always get ceviche. The next day we wound up heading out to the wedding, and y'all, when I say it looked like a dreamland, I am not joking. This place was absolutely beautiful. These guys got married in a vineyard. I got a couple shots of just like how pretty it was out here. They got married in the golden hour. Our girls just were having so much fun playing outside. And then Josh was in the wedding, so I was handling the girls the whole time. I will say that I'm making it look much easier in this video than it actually was. Ivy was full of energy, so her and I wound up having to step out to the side for a little while where, you know, I held her while she peed in the grass. Anyway, it was just so beautiful. I wish I could have captured it on camera, but this video does not do it justice. Hello!
Mom, we just had a wedding.
The wedding! Look how pretty it is back there. You wanna be in
Mom, does anyone need
Alright everybody, well it is our last day in California, and I realized that I totally forgot to show you the only thing that I picked up on our shopping adventures. It was actually this white tank top, which I know sounds like super boring and basic, but honestly, this is the type of thing that I wear like all the time. The one that I have is made out of like spandex or, you know, polyester or something. It's like made out of a terrible material, and I loved that this one was made out of 95% cotton. Also, I like that it is not super long, but it's also not really short, so there's not really much of a chance of it coming out of my pants when I reach up or anything like that. So I figured that this is a really great basic to invest in, and I will probably be wearing it many times in the videos to come. Anyway, y'all, well, we are going to have a family night tonight, kind of round out this trip, make some dinner with our friends, and really just get some good times in around the table. So thank you so much for joining us on our trip to California, and we'll see you in next week's video. Bye.